Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
You know Al Pacino, one of Hollywood's most iconic actors, and you're probably expecting to hear some legendary story about his greatest roles or most memorable performances on screen. But today, we've got a tale that's a little unexpected. It turns out Al Pacino was almost Han Solo in the original Star Wars trilogy. That's right, folks, the guy who played Michael Corleone in The Godfather and Scarface could have been the charming space smuggler instead of Harrison Ford. But it all came down to one thing: Al just didn't get it. So what happened? Well, back in the late 60s, Francis Ford Coppola was already making waves with his company American Zoetrope, and George Lucas was just starting out on his epic space saga. Al Pacino, who was at the height of his Broadway success at the time, met up with them to discuss a potential role. And that's when he got handed this script, the one for Star Wars, Episode IV, A New Hope. Now, we all know how that turned out, but back then, Al just wasn't feeling it. He sent the script over to his friend and mentor Charlie Lawton, who basically gave it 2 thumbs down too. Al said, "I love their work, but I was doing a show on Broadway at the time, and they handed me this script, and I thought, I don't understand. I thought, I must be out of space myself." Talk about a turning point in movie history. The thing is, Al wasn't just skeptical about the film. He was worried that if he took on the role, it would be a distraction from his own projects. And who can blame him? The Godfather was still riding high, and he didn't want to leave Michael Corleone's shoes too soon. He had a point. No one wants to see someone else playing their iconic character. But in the end, Al Pacino decided not to take on the part, which led to some serious what-ifs for fans of Star Wars. Can you imagine Han Solo as Al Pacino? It's actually kind of funny when you think about it. But at the same time, we can all agree that Harrison Ford brought a level of charm and charisma to the role that's hard to replace. So there you have it, the story behind why Al Pacino turned down the role that could have been his ticket to spacefaring stardom. It's a reminder that sometimes, even the biggest names in Hollywood can be hesitant to take on certain projects. And who knows? Maybe if he had taken on Han Solo back then, we wouldn't have seen some of the most iconic moments from Star Wars. Episode IV, A New Hope. The world would have been a very different place indeed.